Okay. I guess I had to do that. I don't like that one bit, thank you very much, computer. Like, okay. Yeah. I guess I don't know why you need to start off random stranger whose voice I never heard of before. Seriously, I have no idea what happened there, and I'm not exactly thrilled about it. Um, well, everything seems to be okay in okay land, I guess. I'm not thrilled about any of that. So yeah, mostly because I'm also confused by it as well. Um, fuck that noise, boy. That boy's noise. That boy-z. Holy shit. That's from Project Fallout New Vegas. If they manage to pull it up when you pull up your Pip-Boy, that's the image that you'll see for the White Glove Society. There's the Shotgun Sergeant. I forget what that one's called. I think like I'm fine or whatever. Whoa. That's scary. That put a fucking bee in my bonnet though, to be entirely honest with you. I'm pretty pissed off with that. I'm not resending it to everyone everywhere. People will find me or they won't. It's not a big deal. Um uh, Jesus, I saw someone with a bunch of familiar names saying, alright, so it's one person reacting to another person reacting to another person's enabler. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go down that fucking cavalcade. Thank you very much. Instead, I am gonna remind everyone that I am currently alive. And I guess we'll watch some. I was watching some Gucci's yesterday. Let's watch some Gucci's today. Beforehand, though, I need to see how long. Was it 2 hours? Yeah, it would have been about 2 hours. Yeah. So we'll see.
White. There's a white Midwest people. To me, white Midwest.
Everybody's discriminatory over there.
Yeah, to me, white Midwesterners. I'm from the Midwest. I'm white.
Yo,
No.
you fucking her
You
up.
are.
I'm not fucking her up, you fucking. I was
Go.
What? I was not hitting her, you idiot.
Promise?
You gonna hit me like that? Bro,
Because I thought you did.
I didn't hit you, you fucking idiot, bro. You fucking hit me right in the chest, bro. Oh, bro, I could have fucking. Oh my god.
What could have you done? Breathed at her? Because I think we can all agree. Difference is, I don't think she feels pain, so it doesn't count.
Bro, this bitch, bro. Fucking woman rights. You don't fucking deserve rights, dude.
What?
Fucking dumb.
Speaker bag.
Shit, bro, you stole her. You're doing something to him, not me. What did I do, you fucking idiot?
Oh, Goo, I hope you get kicked out of the RV or something.
Dude, what did I do, you fucking...
You deserve that.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I...
He's holding his fucking power block like it's a fucking weapon in a first-person shooter. What the fuck?
do, you fucking idiot? For what? I'm not doing anything. Explain.
Explain!
For what? Tell me why.
Chill.
Here, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Let me take it off. Let me take it off then. Fuck. Fuck. Damn. Oh, man. You and Lala makes fucking woman look bad.
Yeah, well.
You look like
Makes
you're fucking from the
woman
Grady.
look bad, not women. Just woman. Andy, you make man look bad. Ah, man, not good.
Depression.
Thank you, Andy.
I wish we were back at that time where we fucking had more fucking. I wish we were at that time where we
You
fucking had
would've-
more fucking. I don't know.
What? You don't imagine women got drunk and walked down the street and made a fool of themselves back in the 20s? Go! Go, you can't sit there. Go. It's unsanitary, go.
Let's degrade her. Yumna, please, bro. Use this as a toilet.
Like the dog used Goo's head as a toilet.
He's gonna sit on her fucking head.
And this is what.
Flea-ridden mutt.
How many stories you think Goo forgets at this point now? Not just has had and has been recorded, but forgotten. Because I imagine there's a few that are pretty sad.
And this is what Chicken Andy dated. Open relationship, Chicken Andy. Chicken Andy, this is a girl that you're about the most embarrassing fuck ever, dude.
Yeah, but Cheeto, no one likes you, man or woman, so... Like, if nothing else, Chicken Andy's got a few more years of being a twink. You're like Cheeto's kind of sad. I mean, that's why you can only show up when like something terrible has happened. You couldn't show up at them in their prime because they get themselves kicked out.
Not jealous over this? You about
Although, to be entirely honest with you, also, who the fuck would be jealous over Goo? Goo gets jealous over other people. Goo got jealous over the whole use me blade shit. Because, you know, Andy saw an opening to fuck somebody who wasn't her, and he saw an opportunity to fuck someone who wasn't Blade.
about the most embarrassing thing ever.
Fuck, bro.
My bad.
Not only you're bad, I think you need to be taken around the corner and turn into a man. What? No, man, come on, bro, bro.
Dude, she schools.
And then we never hear him again. We hear someone else talking from the time, but it's sort of like, oh, of course, let me call you a cab right now. Yeah, sure, I can grab those bags for you. Hey, man, that's not cool. And every once in a while, you'll hear him going like, hey, man, I need to grab some Cheetos. He falls to the ground and starts twitching.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Dude, Gucci.
Yo, wasn't Chicken Andy crying over you? Over
What?
this? Chicken Andy, you're an embarrassment, dude. You're an embarrassment, Chicken Andy. And then
I love how he doesn't give a fuck about Goo. He's like, hey, let's just make fun of the fact that there's this girl who is not in a good mental health case. Look, see, Goo Cheese picks cotton. I fucking beat them to it, you motherfucking cunts. That's right. Yeah, Jared offers foot massage. Actually, I don't know about the Jared part. That's where they beat. Oh, that's where they beat me to it. Jared, Genesis, TikTok, foot. Massage. I have a bad habit of spelling massage as in. No, that cannot. No, that can't be the right one. Alright, how about this Jared Genesis TikTok? And I was kicked off. What? Ah, here we go.
I don't care about age. I date anybody. It doesn't matter. I don't follow society's rules.
Yeah.
And, people think ill of me for that, but...
Ill. We don't think... It's like... Sick. Ah, here we go. Yeah, he's been kicked off the channel, so... Fair enough. Happy hours to check it out, and well, it's Jared, so I'm not exactly thrilled to go dumpster diving. There's other dumpsters I can indeed dive in. I'm gonna go up, by the way. There we go. Oh, we're gonna watch him tomorrow, but we can't watch all of it. So, I'm gonna go with Wham.
Hey everyone.
If you don't know, Lucas is a very cool dude. He is also a motherfucker who has been on stream with us numerous times. He not only knows what we do, but he's very happy for the fucking shoutouts. So if you haven't already, Fatal Walter. He had a former channel called Walter Fate, and it got taken down because somebody false flagged him. But he set up a second one, and yeah. He goes after nice guys, incels, MGTOWs. If you have some bad thoughts as a fucking dude, then the internet will remember. But normally because you have some fucking terrible takes. Case in point, Shaboopy.
My name's Walter, and
Not related to Shabisky. I doubt Shabisky is like this. Maybe he is. I don't know. Ponder what Shabisky's like when he's dating someone. No, I could see him being a very sweet dude, very straightforward dude. So like, wow, that's really funny. Like you make it. Wait, doesn't he say that about me? Aww, he's barking up the wrong beard. But I respect him.
Back here with more posts from Reddit once again. Yes, it's time to talk about the nice guys, 2 days in a row. Not guys who are actually just nice, but guys who have nothing going for them, so they have to make being nice their entire personality. But the ones being featured on Reddit aren't actually nice. You'll see if you don't already know, so let's just get into it with nice guys from Reddit. These posts mostly come to us from Reddit nice guys, where you too can also put nice guy posts. They do now require a virtue claim, which is generally where the guy calls himself nice or good or whatever. I gave you a chance to stop acting like a child, but you have to fight me at every turn. You aren't ever going to make friends if you act like this. You don't engage with people, you just have a shitty personality and you're incredibly selfish. You
Okay.
can't ever just go along with me and be nice. You have to be nasty.
Nice.
Nobody
Nice.
wants to put up with this shit. I've had a long day and I don't need your bullshit. People want friends who make their life better. What do you do to make your friend's life better? You just have a shitty personality and you think your flaws are cute personality traits. They aren't. They're just the ideas of a child. For the love of God, grow up. After all the bullshit you put me through, all the hoops I jumped through to make it work, I can't believe you have the balls to still fight me at every turn. You're argumentative and immature at every possible moment. Who would want to be friends with that? And then you treat me like I'm expendable and torture me for months on end, not letting me date you.
Any other context up to that point, that little slice right there at the end, you could make an argument. It wouldn't be a good argument. It could even be a very sort of tongue-in-cheek argument. But
I'm sick of you at this point. You've given me no reason to like you. Now kindly fuck off. Why is this guy so desperate to date someone he hates so much? And not dating someone is definitely a method of torture. It's slightly worse than the Catherine wheel, I think.
yeah. So what you do is to convince somebody that you don't like them, you revert yourself back to 16 years old, and then you put yourself into the mind of them at their age, which again was 16. So by that logic, what was it like as a 16-year-old? Well, I remember I coughed and a girl thought that she had farted and that made her feel really embarrassed and she had to leave her room. I am not even fucking kidding. I wasn't alone too. Other people coughed, and apparently afterwards we all were taken into like an office. There was about 5 of us, guys and girls, and they were all like, you know she has IBS. And we were like, no. And at the end of it, we literally convinced the teacher. She's like, what, you didn't know? I'm like, no. No. We were coughing for the same reason you were coughing. And she acknowledged that she wasn't coughing because of any bad smells or whatever. She was coughing because at the time the school was getting a little bit of a redo. It was a few decades ago. They didn't cancel schools to they didn't cancel schools just because there was a bit of a work going on. It was a bit stupid now in hindsight. But the worst of them had to be the girl because, you know, now everyone knew she had IBS, so oh fuck, I guess if she ever felt self-conscious about it prior, it wasn't because occasionally we coughed. It was because now we all knew she had IBS, where beforehand we were like, that's the thing, like, I get that. Like, you see someone going around going, right behind you, after you think like you left out a humongous fart. Okay, I can see the logic in it. I can see the fucking logic in it, but it doesn't make it right. And in his case, he doesn't even have the case in the video here. He doesn't even have that going on for him. He has, hey, I'm incredibly polite and nice and kind and a great guy. Why don't you date me? Maybe because you opened like that, buddy.
I just want to be romantic and chivalrous and go on cute dates.
I just want to be romantic and chivalrous. Okay, ignoring chivalrous for a minute, like take that out back and mow it down with heavy machine guns like old knights ended up whenever you're playing a Civilization game. Romantic. Focus on the romantic. Okay, are you in a situation that's romantic? No? Okay, then I'll be fucking romantic.
But of course no one likes me. I wish I lived in the 50s when good men were sought after and appreciated.
So why do you want to date my daughter? I want to breed her and have some fine Aryan children. That's interesting coming from a man with such a weak jaw. I think Tyrone here would be a better choice for my children. Sup, brother? Then he realizes that he's been dead for years and he's actually attached into some sort of like horrible experiment where everyone's worst hells are made out. So he has to spend the rest of eternity in the cook tent when the 50s are played out with black people.
They act like men in the 50s didn't have to be presentable to be desired.
Yeah. No. When you show up to a woman who has a fucking PhD in psychology and is a fucking... Like, I'm not even kidding. I had to actually cut ties with a woman because as I told her, I'm poor. And she's like, I don't care about that. And I'm like, all right, where would you like to meet? And she said, why don't you book a place? We could meet up in 3 months' time when I'm there. And I'm like, oh, all right. Could you name a place? It starts at $700 a booking. And I told her that, and she said, is $700 a lot for you? All I could respond back with, yes, it isn't for you. And then when she didn't respond, I said, what did you mean by poor? Her dad ran a chain of restaurants. Your boss's boss was her idea of poor.
You still would.
I don't hold any hate for her. She earned her place in the fucking sun, even though she was also born into her place in the sun. Fair enough. It's a win-win. Here's the thing. She really had no fucking clue what poor meant. I've literally done streams for food.
Wouldn't get laid, my guy. Oh, look at this. Someone actually posted Lucas Werner. I didn't even have to do it myself this time. Guys like to brag about their hot girlfriends sometimes, like it was random chance. Your skills come down to being young and good looking. You know, most of the time, these guys didn't do anything skilly to attain them, aside from talking to them. I'll be 43 next month. I can cook. I have hobbies. I have friends on and offline. I have an apartment. I have good verbal skills and am generous. Some women are just straight up superficial bigots. No reason behind it, but they judge age on social cues, just...
I mean, yes, some are, the same way some guys are. The difference is, if you were to use that as a superficial bigot logic, women would be here, men would be here. Not a massive difference, but a difference.
like any racist or sexist implores their base to have sympathy for their poor behavior. I'm not worried about it. It's not me. I don't have to cry any. I'm interesting, kind, funny, and cool. You're bound to make me a priority, not an obligation. If not, that's on you, bigots. So, if you want to say happy birthday to the Wern, I believe it's on November 27th. He's either lying or being disingenuous about everything he says here, but it's not like it sounds that impressive anyway. Hey, good job on that government apartment you didn't pay for, Lucas. Very impressive for 43 years old. I wouldn't complain, except that he's bragging so much. I will be making a dedicated video about his Facebook post very soon here, so look out for that. About me. Ladies, eventually AI love bots will be a thing, and when you're elbow deep in a trough of Ben & Jerry's watching Ryan Gosling movies, just remember that you
He lives in the world Hollywood and Netflix told him exists. You know what the majority of women I know do when they're depressed and lonely? They fix it.
Looked for reasons not to date that one guy, me or otherwise, because of something superficial. His hobbies, his height, taste in music, job, education level, countries visited, whatever. Stop being shallow. You're here too. And before you judge, remember this. Tech support is cheaper than child support. No, I won't follow your socials. How are your job and education levels superficial concerns? These guys seriously threatening to fuck a robot if women won't date them like it's some kind of flex just goes to show that a big part of their problem with women is their own lack of self-awareness. People are also saying women could have AI chatbots too in this scenario, which is true. To all the guys out there, don't fall in love. When you think you found the right one and you tell her how you feel, you get friend-zoned. To all the girls out there, don't friend-zone guys.
3 days ago, I had to friend zone a girl. Or make something very clear to someone about going forward. Also, I haven't stated it because I always keep it vague, but I sometimes do make reference to a fellow streamer who I actually have a thing for. I reached out to her and I made it as bluntly, plainly clear as I could. And not only was she very cool about it, nothing's changed. It's not like I got a girlfriend or anything. It's not like I got a new partner or whatever. And she said, cool, great, like, we're fine. There's no harm. And I said, thank you for, you know, understanding. And then I got on with my fucking day. Felt a little bit better that I had the fucking spine, the cojones, to fucking try. That's it. And that was days ago. Hell, she was 2 weeks ago now? Maybe even more? I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I said it. Because it would drive me crazy. But I also wasn't a fucking moron and thought, ooh, maybe I'm gonna make you this fucking The Police mixtape. This will declare my undying love for you. I'm not gonna be outside her window. That dude outside of a girl's window holding a fucking beatbox is one of the creepiest fucking things that Hollywood ever told. And it's the same with DMs, untouched DMs. Hey, hi, can I talk to you? Hey, you're pretty. You don't need to talk to me. Okay, I understand. What? Can't. Like this fucking C of the C word. Like, I've seen that as like the default, the normal. You could argue, oh, well, they just... No! Not just. Bold. You find who they are. Put their face on a screen, on a milk carton. You know, where are they? The milk carton? No. Watch for this person. They are incel.
You don't think it hurts us because we don't show...
And as we've seen before, they are the mother... Hell, there was a shooting yesterday or today in fucking St. Louis.
our emotions much, but it hurts worse than you could ever imagine. If you think a guy likes you, let them. If you friend-zone a guy, it breaks their hearts, and it makes us feel like we aren't worth anything. It brings our self-esteem so far down it makes us depressed. I really wish this guy would stop speaking for all men. Most men don't lose all their self-esteem over this crap, I'm sure. It makes us feel like no one loves us, and we are only on Earth to breathe air and pay taxes. It hurts. I am speaking from experience because I have been so many times that I have run out of tears, and it just happened to me again. I know that everyone will text me and say that the right one is out there somewhere, but at this point I don't think so. If you have any interest in me at all, please let me know so I could feel some kind of happiness. And to all the girls out there, it never gets easier. I'm not saying it doesn't suck to get rejected, but how many times could you possibly be this heartbroken about it? To all the girls out there, don't friend zone guys. So, just turn ourselves over for ownership based solely on what a random acquaintance may want from us? What happens when more guys come along that we aren't supposed to friend zone? Do all the men draw names from a hat? Do they take turns? Do they become mad scientists and clone us?
No, you see, anyone who typed that didn't think that far ahead. Their idea behind it is... That's it. That's where they began and end. And here's the thing. It's in you, me, and every motherfucker on the planet. Every single person on the planet has that sheer moment. You've experienced it, you will experience it, or you have experienced it. And don't say, yeah, as a kid. No. No, 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 no. No, it gets far deeper than that. It's not a matter of whether or not, as a kid, yeah, you grow up. Well, sometimes you don't have a parent around, or you have the wrong type of parent who condones that shit. This is the birth of the enabler, the person who I actually outright despise. If I could, I would all enablers on the planet. Now, you could argue, well, what's an enabler? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's true. That's a conversation for another time when I'm not drinking. But I am not a fan of enablers, and I really, really, really do think that parents can be the first and foremost enablers. Enablers will let kids do A if it means they can do B. And you know what the thing about being a parent is? You probably do, far more than me. But one thing I have noticed is that you have to take responsibility in educating the child, to a point. Eventually the child has an obligation to themselves, if nothing else, to take it in, which they do. I mean, one of the best examples of that is cooking, you know? I've said it before, I'll say it again. Actually, I said it earlier tonight before the fucking stream crashed. That, you know, I've met people, adult males, older than me as well as my age, who don't know how to cook because mommy cooked. They know how to work a microwave, most of them. But, like, really? You've never just used a kettle? You've never just... Like, do you know how to start a fire? Well, yeah, you got a lighter in. Okay. Do you have a lighter on you? No? Well, okay. Alright, you don't have a lighter on you. First of all, good. Probably because you don't have a smoker. Well, I can get one of these. Yeah, I can get one of these too. Pretty goddamn useful. Now, you know how to start a fire? Well, no, why would I need to? True. There will come at least 3 points in the average person's life where they will have to, who is urban, where they will not have the ability to start a fire via a lighter or a flick. So yeah, maybe they need to start the fire. Maybe they need to learn how to start a fire because the fire comes everything. Maybe they need to learn how to cut wood. How do you cut wood? Well, you chop wood. Alright, show me you chop wood. Any tree, work away. Eventually the tree falls down, they're like, brilliant. Why don't you pick up all those dead leaves and dead trees everywhere? And they look around, they're like, oh. Yeah, you see... There's conversations to start. Earlier today, like I said, someone taught me desperately, and frankly, they failed. Not out of their sense of teaching this, out of my sense of unable to process it, how to play snooker. But
what? Long
But what? Yeah.
Ago, a dude I knew literally said to me, "When is it going to be my turn? Like us ladies have a waiting list or something. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with the menagerie of dick thistles out there anymore." Guess I have to leave FetLife. Apparently, reading a few writings, it has come to my attention that nice guys aren't welcome here. That we are red flagged because we're kind, respectful, and caring. It's physically depressing to know the jerky asshole dick monster gets the girl, and all we get is the back seat. Like, fuck nice guys, right? All we're good for is our money. Yeah, fucking bye. About. I have permanently abandoned FetLife, for it has been made clear that men like me are not wanted here, or by women in general. This place has made me feel worse about myself and my personality than I've ever felt. The women here are only interested in shitty, strutting, preening alphas that will treat her like garbage, so I'm out.
Alphas.
I do not.
Beta. Alpha. Alpha. Beta. Beta. Omega. Sigma. Bullshit.
Not participate in anything that indicates an impossible chance of success. Thanks, everyone.
Mock them. Shame them. Throw stones at them. But above all else, girls point and laugh at them. That's what they're all terrified of most of all. Women pointing and laughing at them. As a group. What a few of them giggling and sniggering and laughing into each other's ears, and another one increasing their laughter.
I hate you all. Yeah, I guess because FetLife is a fetish community, people are really on guard for creeps. Lucas Werner has made a few accounts on there, and he always gets run off in a few days.
I have a FetLife account. I haven't been on it in about a year. Before that, I haven't been on it in about 3 years. If I actually put time and effort into it, well, I know personally, yeah, I've actually met people on FetLife, so yeah.
I'm sure making bitter exit posts is very constructive, by the way. Women want to get with me till I tell them delete the social media. Women want a chance with this till I tell them listen to what I say. Women want a chance with me till I tell them to learn something new.
I'm trying to think of the last time I was on dating an app, which was earlier this year. It was after a lady and I broke up. Let me think. I remember chatting to women and I wanted to meet up with them. And most of all, they couldn't. Or they wouldn't. And that was it. I was like, alright, fair enough. Some wanted to meet up with me, and I couldn't. For example, told this story before. I was laying in bed just looking at my phone, and then suddenly I got a notification that some girl up in Sligo wants me to basically just lay on my back and let her sit on my face. And I'm like, just out of the blue. I'm like, all right, cool. Do you want to meet up? And she laughed and digitally ran away. But then came back and was like, what's the problem? I'm like, I don't, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to, do you want to meet up or not? Because I'm down to clan, but you're clearly questioning it. Like, you have a car? I've got a car. I can meet up. Like, what's your problem? And then she just she was like, but you should know. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Should you? Like, then I realized it was probably like a joke or shit, and I was like, what? Like, remember the other girl who was like, hey, I want to meet up because you're in the country and I want to have a farm. And I'm like, well, okay. Do you have a farm? Because I don't live in a farm. I live in an apartment block. But you live out in the country. And I'm like, yeah. And I actually gave them like a link to my Google Maps. And then we're like, oh, So you do not own a farm, like, no. What do you want from me? A farm? I can't give you that. The last one has to be the weirdest though, and it was, hey, I really like you, but could you grow your hair? Yeah, give me a month for that. By the way, did anyone tell you that your tits are too big? You see those C cups? Nah, I could do an A. Yeah. To get onto that, it'll take you about the same time as me regrowing all my follicles.
Women want a chance to be a wife too, till I make them understand they have to leave their father's family behind. Women
Never trust a dude who likes an A who's past the age of fucking 13.
want a chance to be something in my life until they have to learn some new habits. Women want a man until a man wants her to be a woman. Women want a man until they realize what it actually takes to integrate with a man. Ah yes, leave everything you care about behind and change everything about yourself just so you can capitulate to this guy. I'm not a woman, obviously, but this joker annoys the fuck out of me. A man doesn't join a woman, it's the other way around. You take on my last name, which means yes, you are my newest possession, and my possessions represent me. You cannot be the old you. You can only be the new one that fits. There was your life before me, and then there's the one after. You women are having a hard time realizing this. Because y'all don't listen to a man you want, yet the very things you want him for is the reason you should listen. Can't have one foot in my yard and another in someone else's. Woman serves man. That's simple. Yeah, I vaguely feel like hitting this fuckhead even though he's not talking to me. I can certainly see why someone might want to take my last name because it's awesome, but I have no strong feelings about the matter, of course. I probably wouldn't even recommend getting married in the first place, let alone to this guy. Looks like a lot of people agree that you should only change your name if the other one is cooler. How do I feel less resentful of my female friends when they allow shitty men to treat them bad because they're attractive? Or as the comments say, how do I not resent women for the way men treat them? When I see how my female friends' dating lives work, it's just frustrating. They're all seemingly good women with zero issues. They're college students in good degree programs. They're not dumb sorority girls. But the guys they actively choose to date are just terrible. They're the frat guys that do nothing but drink till they pass out, throw parties that women get harassed/assaulted at, be high-key misogynistic and chauvinistic, use them and other women for sex, and just in general the exact opposite of what I have believed that girls want in a partner.
Nah. What I believe is that at 43 minutes, no one's really showing up for the streams. That see you motherfuckers tomorrow. No one's in the chat, no one's been really involved, so
I've seen one girl straight get yelled at by her frat boyfriend at a party because she wanted to leave and he didn't.
I have to say about all of Walt's shit, it seems to be aged mostly towards
The only really plus I see that those guys have is that they're taller, decent-looking white guys. And I get that's a pretty big plus. But it's just crazy to me that they're willing to overlook the so-called unattractive behaviors just for that. It makes me feel resentful, like I've tried to be cognizant of unattractive behaviors like that. I feel like I've been putting in a ton of work to make myself into a person that's attractive to women emotionally and personality-wise while doing what I can physically, but it hasn't helped. And seeing my friends choose guys who are objectively terrible bothers me so much. How do I not feel this way? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being angry your friends are being mistreated, obviously, but this guy just seems jealous. He keeps bringing up what they have compared to him. He's also pretty bitter toward both fraternity guys and sorority girls, who probably aren't as stupid as he thinks they are. So I have to go on a little bit of a rant here, and I see it far too often on here, but I will never understand why girls always think that every guy is trying to sleep with them.
sorority and teenage are the most important group around. Alright? That's what these motherfuckers think. Like, they think teenage years, college years, right? Fraternity, sorority. There's a truth to it. But when I go back to my 20s, I wasn't getting laid every 5 or 6 seconds. And you know why? Because Well, in some cases, I missed the obvious signs. There are cases that girls I did hook up with, and I just didn't gel, and in others, I was focused on other things. Keyword me. I wasn't trying to hook up every 5 seconds. Most girls I knew weren't. These motherfuckers on Reddit and what have you, they're kids who, for the most part, will grow the fuck up, find somebody, and get on with their lives. For those who don't, well, that's shit, because that's the implication of a fucking serial killer.
Doesn't give two damns about them, and then complain that they can't find a real man. When the one dude that was trying to pursue her in a good way because he liked her vibes, posts, everything about her, they threw them under the carpet and friend-zoned them. Or they didn't fit their mold, like y'all need to be more open. You don't know what people are capable of if you don't give them a chance. There are honestly some genuinely good guys such as myself who are true gentlemen that ask a woman out on a date, opens the door for them, and wants just her time to get to know her fears, dreams, passions, help her heal from her past, etc. And that is exactly
Help her heal from her past. Earlier tonight, I learned in 5 minutes without even asking more about a dude than and the people in his life than I'd prefer to. It went from, hey, there's a lot of really good colleges out there, to, oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your numerous cases in fucking court. Like, the point is, you get to find out about what people want by what people say. If no one's telling you anything, maybe that's more along the lines of you.
why I've given up on dating. Like I'm an open book. I'm willing to give any
I've got my hidden stories that will die with me, internet or not internet. A lot of which I told this to fucking Chess, and it's still true all these years later. It's fucking true now. I am goddamn 100% going to die forgetting secrets that are told to me in confidence to never see a soul.
anyone a chance
The mob should whisper this shit into my ear. And then drop $1,000 in my lap just for extra sure. Mostly the grand part.
to get to know them. Even if we don't vibe, that's cool. At least I made a good friend in the end. It's just a concept that society will never understand, I feel like. Drives me insane. Okay, rant over. I mean, are you going to give someone a chance if you don't like them romantically at first? It's not impossible, but life's too short to be dating people you don't like, in my opinion. What I do like, though, is how he complains about the friend zone and then ends it by saying, well, whatever, at least I made a good friend. Somehow I doubt he takes it that well, considering the post. Okay, let's read one more. This is stupid. If we match, talk to me. Otherwise, don't even like my shit.
If we've matched, talk to me is true. Yes. If we match, talk on a dating website, that's true.
Sick of these girls trying to match up for attention. Grow up. If you want
Instagram, I'm almost certain thinking
something, go after it. I'm tired of putting in all the work to be left on red. I buy flowers, treat you right, set up dates.
Well, alright then. No, I don't want to watch this on my own. I don't want to fucking... I mean, if you guys aren't up for a conversation with me, that's fair, but... Yeah, listen, I think I'm actually kind of done. I don't know what went on with the tech issue, but look, I'll be back